Thank you.
Okay, so welcome everyone. Sorry we're a few minutes late today. There were some technical difficulties. So as many of you know, my name is Natalie Newville. I help organize the social media forum. I'm with the library.
And I'm Kenny Newville. I'm with Newville Consulting, LLC.
And so today we are here with our local influencer, Lesley. And we're going to talk all about reels. So usually we kind of go around and do introductions and an icebreaker. Since we're a few minutes late today, I think maybe we'll skip that part. If we have time at the end, we can do introductions at the end.
And let's face it, if you've been here before, you know that we were just thinking of a question to ask and we couldn't come up with one.
That is 100% accurate. Before we start, I wanted to, if you're not in person, if you are in person, hello.
Stage presence, Natalie.
I know, right? I want to just bring this to everyone's attention because we are starting with the library and the chamber. We're doing a partnership. It will be the 4th Thursday of every month, and it's all about business solutions. So this month they're talking about Google Ads. It could be HR. It could be a whole variety of things. So I have flyers for that information.
Did you kick it off to us? Or did you just
Nobody could hear me over you guys.
Oh. I'm sure it was really important. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and if we could get the screen shared here in a minute. And by that, I mean, whenever you're ready. Okay. All right, and there you go. If it doesn't work, I'll click through for you, but it should work.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Lesley Bickel. I live here in Jeff City. Natalie billed me as a local influencer, so I'm just going to roll with that title today. I just found a love for Instagram. I think it's fun. I found a community there. I have a daughter with special needs, and my husband is a police officer. So my daughter and I spend a lot of time at home, and I was looking for a community, and I found one on Instagram. So I've just kind of play around. My motto is push buttons till it works. And so I'm glad Kenny's out of the room for that one. But that's how I typically learn things is I just play around, I mess around. I have just kind of stumbled upon Reels and what they can do for your Instagram account. I wasn't really looking to grow, but then I started to, and I was like, well, this is fun. Let's continue. So today I want to talk about how you can use Reels for your business. So the basics of Reels. Does anyone in here use Reels now for your business? Okay, so just the basics is it is up to a 60-second video. It can be informational, funny. Though it can be up to 60 seconds, the average reel is 7 seconds, and people usually decide if they're going to watch a reel within the first like 2 or 3 seconds. So if you're doing all 60-second videos, people are going to be like, whew, that's a lot, and scroll by. So the short, it is just a quick way to grab people's attention. It's Instagram's version of TikTok. They borrow quite a few things from TikTok to put into Reels features. It is not for lengthy talking or explaining straight face to camera. It is not for announcing time-sensitive sales or promotions. They are short and sweet attention grabbers. I'm going to talk about why it's not for time-sensitive sales or time-sensitive promotions as we go here. So while they're important, so Instagram is pushing Reels right now. They are fairly new. It launched in August of last year. So it's one of their newer features. So they really want people on it. Instagram rewards early adopters. So when something is new with Instagram, if you start it early, Instagram is going to push your stuff out to more people sooner. So you can reach a wider range of customers faster. There is a separate feed for Reels. You have your news, your feed of people you follow, hashtags you follow, and there's a separate feed for Reels, which for me, 90% of the Reels I watch are not people that I follow. So I'm seeing people's Reels from, it's a curated content of things I've liked before, things I've interacted with before. So you're going to reach a much wider base of customers than just the people who follow you. Engagement is longer on reels than feed posts. If you've ever been just like scrolling your feed and you see your friend and you're like, oh, look, their kid's cute, move on. You're like, oh, my friend went on vacation, double tap, like, move on. Sometimes we're not engaging as much. With reels, if there is informational content or something, you may watch it 2 or 3 times through to get all of the information. So your engagement is longer on a reel. And that's what Instagram wants. Instagram wants you to spend time on people's content. So if people are spending more time watching your content, it's going to be pushed out farther. The algorithm is going to say, ooh, people like this, they're watching it a lot, send it out to more people. It is the easiest way to go viral, and viral can be different for all of us. Going viral is viral for you. I do have one reel that hit 1.4 million views. That was stressful because I don't have that reel in here, but I was working from home that day. My internet went out, and so I was waiting for it to come back up, and I filmed a reel. I hadn't showered. My hair was in a bun. I was in pajamas, and that reel got 1.4 million views. So it is, and I have several others that have gone to well over 100,000 views. I only have 1,500 followers. So I'm not like, it's not like I have a huge base that's watching these. This is all being pushed out to other Instagram users. Okay, so, well, there's sound there.
It worked. It said recording started.
It's okay.
We tested it.
Do you want me to sing the song for you that goes behind that?
Yes.
I can't. So this is one of my reels that I did. My goal on Instagram, I said before, I'm a special needs mom. My goal is to reach other special needs moms, other people in the disability special needs community. This is a super simple hack that I do for my daughter's shoes to make sure that her braces fit into them. I've done this forever, and I was like, this is kind of silly. I feel like everyone's already going to know this. So I went ahead and posted it, and I was like, man, it's cute. So it's that audio behind it. Oh shoot, I have other reels. We'll figure it out. I have, so the audio on that is just a song, and at the very end it says, boom, bow, that's how you fix that. So I was watching a bunch of reels with that audio, and they all were just super simple tutorials, or some of them were funny, like for girls, if you're getting hit on by a bar, like what you say to a guy to make him go away, or all kinds of short informational things. So I did that.
Click a button until it works. That's how you will right.
Click a button until it works. Let's try again.
That's how I work too.
So there's a lot more steps to that, but no one's going to watch that. People watch that one though. I'll tell you how many people watch that one. If you can see, I have 1,500 followers. I have, my accounts reached on that was 134,000 people.
Perfect.
The plays were 135,000. So people went through that and like, wait a minute, what did she do? And watched it again. Wait a minute, what did she do? And watched it again. So I don't want to get super like explaining on reels, because then people are like, this is too much. But they watched that 135,000 times. And in fact, hang on just a second here, because those numbers are from Tuesday of this week. Tuesday. Today, let me look at the insights on that. Okay, so today, 2 days later, I have 176,000 accounts reached, 178 plays. You'll see down here how many people shared and saved that reel. That's what shares get you in front of more people. So if you make content that's funny, that's relatable, that's informational, that people are like, ooh, that's a trick I didn't know I needed in my life, they're going to share that. You're going to get it in front of more people. So today I have 79 shares today and 154 saves. So in 2 days, it went up.
Sorry, if they can't see your PowerPoint, they just see you.
Well, you want to see the PowerPoint?
Can you guys, okay, Ashley, you can only see See, we're sharing the screen, I thought.
There we go.
Now, can you guys see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Thanks.
And by the way, we're not managing the Zoom call from this room. So if you have something in the chat, it might be a good idea to just unmute and speak it. Unfortunately, that might be the best worst idea.
Sorry, I
Oh,
wanted
you're
to
good.
make sure.
Okay. Okay. So there's my reach. You can see there. And again, I've gained, listen, math is not my strong suit. I had 134,000 accounts reached. I'm now at 176. I got that in 2 days. However, I originally posted this on August 4th. When I originally posted it, I got like 700 views that first day. And then I got like 200 views the next day. And then what often happens with Reels is a week, 2, 3, 4, I even had a Reel go viral 5 weeks later. It just takes off. So this is why I'm telling you, if you have any time sensitive promotions, sales, by the time everyone sees your Reel 3 weeks later, your sale's over, your promotion's over. So this is not, this is more to grab people's attention, to bring them in and then get them to your site. And then once they get to your page, then they can click the link in your bio. Then they can see the feed posts that you have, the IGTVs, the stories that you have. So these are just attention grabbers to pull them into your account. So on this Reel reach, so for the last 7 days, again, I did this on Tuesday. So from August 10th to August 16th, I reached 149,000 accounts. Again, I only have 1,500 followers, so it's not like these are all my followers. You can't really see, but if you look down to that circle, followers and non-followers based on my reach, 301, can you see that little teeny tiny blue sliver up there? That's my followers. Everything else is people who don't follow me. So in the business world, those are 148,000 potential customers that have seen your Reel. Yeah, so then let's go, this is the bottom half of that screen right here. So in the past 7 days, the content type based on my reach, you can see that Reels far outperformed anything else I did. My posts got 12,000 views, or 1,200 views, sorry, 1,200 views. Well, that's how many people follow me, a little less. So that's probably just my followers, but my Reels, that is where everybody saw me. I'm very, very active on stories. I'm on stories every day, and my stories only got 648 views. That's not where you're gonna find new people. That's where your people are gonna come to get to know you better. So the Reel algorithm here, it has a different algorithm for Reels than it does for your feed posts. So it favors high resolution Reels that are relevant to your history and activity. So if you've ever been scrolling Reels and you've seen a lot of people repost their TikToks, which is, you can do. Instagram doesn't like that because TikTok is a competing app. So if you can see the TikTok logos on the side of the Reel, Instagram isn't going to push that out as much as it's going to do stuff that was created within Instagram that is high quality video and that it's clear to see. Your Reels will be pushed out to more people if they include entertainment, likability, how likely people are to watch until the end, and how likely people are to click on the audio and reuse it. I'll show you how we do that later. But again, you want people watching your whole Reel, which is why when I did that shoe video, I didn't do, like, I had to take a seam ripper and rip out the tongue. Well, no one cares. They want to see me pull it out and be done. So
I literally watched that and I was like, wow, I didn't know the tongue of your shoe could come out that easily.
I did put it in the caption. I did put it in the caption. And that's what you can do is if you have more information about what's going on in your Reel, at the end, say check caption for more info. Again, that's more people staying on your post longer if they have to go to the caption. Don't make all your captions super lengthy because like all of us, if you start to read and you're like, oh gosh, there's 6 paragraphs here, and I'm done.
Is there a way to see how long somebody's spending on a reel to know if they're looking at the caption or if it's worthwhile or what have you, because clearly one of your, #1 fans over here wasn't reading the caption. So if your #1 fan ain't reading the caption, I was just curious.
There's not currently an insight for how long people are spending on your reels. Actually, I just got reel insights this week. So they didn't have them for a long time. Instagram, when it pushes stuff out, it takes a long time. There's over, I don't know how many users, so they can't push it out at once. It takes time. So that may be something that's coming up. In that reel, I did not put check the caption. I have other reels that say more info in the caption. That one I didn't. But I feel like if you start getting a ton of likes, if your reel starts going viral for you, they're probably spending more time on it just because it's getting pushed out. So Instagram says, oh, look, people are watching the reel to the end and staying on it.
Well, and I think too, I wouldn't, because that's not a need that I
Right.
have. I just watch it because I was like, oh, I'm entertained.
Mhm.
Like, let's see what Lesley does next.
Mhm.
Versus if I was someone who would like needed to know that information, I would have gotten more.
Right.
Or hopefully ask you a question in comments.
Yeah. And funny enough, I've had a lot of people. I had a girl who says, I've worn AFOs, the brace, for 30 years and never knew this trick. So.
Yeah, I have special needs daughter and getting that brace in the shoe. Where was this?
Well, now you have me. You can follow me for more tips and tricks. But
Helped you yesterday.
Yeah. We can chat after. I'll give you the how to. Yeah. So your reels, so that third slide there, your reels will be favored in the algorithm if they are relevant to other content that people engage with. So if you stay within your industry, stay within your area of expertise, and that is that right there, making reels relevant to your niche is key if you are trying to reach a specific audience. So the other people that have engaged with other accounts that do what you do, your reel is going to be shown to them because the algorithm said, oh, hey, they really liked this other person's post and engaged a lot on that. Let's show them this one. So it is important to know who you are targeting. Okay, so just like nitty gritty basics of how to create a reel. Find a sound, or you can use your own. Click the Reels button, record your material, add text, add a caption, and post it. That's it. Immediately after you post, add at least 8 hashtags in the comments. That tells the algorithm, hey, these are the people I want you to show this to. The hashtags I use are special needs moms, special needs families, cerebral palsy kids, disability awareness. I use all of those because that is who I want to find. I don't want to find everybody. I want to find those people because those people are the community that I want to build in the Instagram world. So add at least 8 hashtags. You can kind of play with that. Before they said 30, now they're saying 8 to 15. Just try it. See which one works. See which works for you. When I was trying to do 30 hashtags, I wasn't sassy. I was like, this is too hard. I don't know what else to do. I did 8 to 15. I can pretty much get those and then I'm done. And it's clearly working.
Do you use the keyword shortcut trick?
You can use the keyboard shortcut trick where like for your hashtags,
We've talked about it here before, but
You want to give a quick overview.
you can change it on your keyword settings. Like I have one for the library, and it's MRRLL. And if you add another letter, because it's a word you use a lot, then when you're texting someone about it, you get 25 hashtags in your text message. It's awful. But like we do like hashtag library Instagram, hashtag FaceMo, hashtag library card, hashtag Bookstagram, different ones like that. So if there's hashtags that you use all the time, you create that keyword, and then you can add in the extras that fit what you're posting.
Fit that post, yeah. Share your reel to your story. Story views count. There are a lot of people who only use Instagram to watch stories and reels, and the feed they get lost in. It's me. Hi, I'm people who watch stories and reels and get lost in the feed. So if you share your story or you share your reel to your story, anyone who watches it in your story, that view counts. And then Instagram again says, ooh, a lot of people are watching this reel. push it out to more people. And then just sit back, bask in the glory of posting your reel. You did it. Do you have a question?
Just but where you say hashtags in the comment, you don't do it in the description, put it in the comments.
I prefer my hashtags in the comment. It does not matter algorithm wise if it is in your caption or your comments. I prefer it in my comments because it keeps my caption cleaner. And I mean, people don't really care so much about what hashtag you use to reach them, because they're just happy to see your content. So if it's in the caption, I feel like it can get muddy and messy. I prefer all of mine in the first comment. So as soon as I post, as soon as it uploads, I go straight to it and add all my hashtags, and then it keeps the comment clean.
And you do that for posts as well.
I do. Okay, so here is a visual of step-by-step how to create a reel. So up top, you've got that little plus button. Hit that. At the bottom, you can scroll to post. These are my These are my hydrangeas that I'm very proud of this year. So then you scroll at the bottom. You can do a post, a story, a reel, or a live. Just scroll over to reels. Right here is where you can add your music or audio. If you're going to do a lip syncing reel, which is very popular, that's where you're going to find it. You can also, again, I'm going to show you how to find audio or reels. Instagram has a library where you can go and find audio. So right there, you can add your music or your audio. Right there is the length of your reel. That is the maximum length of your reel. So if you say 15 seconds, you can record up to 15 seconds. If you say 30, you can record up to 30, 60, up to 60. Again, I typically leave mine at 30 because I think I only have one reel that goes to 29 seconds. The rest of mine are shorter than that. My one that went viral, the 1.4 million, is I think 7 seconds long, 6 or 7 seconds long. So that is used to like the speed of your reel. If you've ever seen anyone and they are like kind of herky jerky, they did it in fast motion or slow motion, fast motion. Anyway, you can change it. Here's a pro tip. If you are doing a lip syncing reel and the audio is really fast and you're having trouble like keeping up with it, hit that speed button and slow it down. And then you can, just blow your mind, Jesse. So then you can, so then it makes it easier for you to be right on with your audio that you are lip syncing to. And then when it posts at normal speed. So it just looks like you're really good. Pro tip, there you go. Those are filters if you want to add them. And then that is the timer. I prefer to use the timer because it makes it hands-free. If you, at the very bottom here, I don't know how, anyway, here you go. At the very bottom here, do you see this? That's where you hold to record. If you don't use the timer, you have to hold that button down. So you are limited to this right here. You have to hold it right in front of your face. If you do the timer, it does it hands-free. So you can hit the timer, hit the start button, get in position. It does a 3 to 10 second timer, and then it goes hands-free. If you want to record a short clip and then stop it, great. Hit the timer, do your clip, stop it. Then you can, after you record your reel, you can go back in and trim your videos so that it doesn't show you like stepping forward and stopping the camera. Okay, so here's your saving sounds or music. On that first slide, do you see at the very bottom down here, he's got that, that little arrow? That means that that sound is trending. So you don't have to use trending sounds, and it's not guaranteed that you're gonna go more viral if you use trending sounds. However, I think just pay attention. If you see that that's a trending sound and you're like, oh, I've got a really funny thing I could do with that, save it, save that audio, because people are apparently stopping and watching those videos right now. So then to save the music, on that middle slide right there, you will just click on that little square right here, and that's the audio for the reel. Once you click on that, this last screen here will pop up. If you want to know what you want to do right there, click use audio, this blue button, and then that will bring up reels and you can start recording right then. If you're like me and you're watching reels at 10 o'clock at night with a face mask on your couch and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to record right now, hit save audio right there. That will go into your saved library. And then on a day that your hair's looking good, your face is looking good, the lighting's great, you're feeling really funny, you're feeling really energetic, you can create 10 reels with all of the audio that you have saved. Okay, so you've recorded your reel, now you publish it. So up here is your caption. If I'm gonna batch create, which is, like I said, like I'm feeling really good, I got an hour at a time, I batch create a whole bunch and then save them to my drafts. I go ahead and put the caption in. That way, when it's time for me to post it later, I don't have to get back into the mindset of, okay, what was I trying to say with this one? What did I want people to know about this one? That way, when I'm ready to post it, I just post it, and then all I have to do is the hashtags when I post it.
You should change that to the for real or.
I thought that.
Aha, see?
So
This
I had
is-
like 3 opportunities in the beginning to kick this off with, let's get real.
Guys, I'm gonna have to come back next month. So then down here, always share your reels to your feed. You are gonna get way more views if you do that. If you are a photographer, if you are somebody who your visual aesthetic of your feed is important, you don't have to. Just know it's going to be a lot harder for people to, for Instagram to push out your reels. If you want to keep your aesthetic on your page clean and good, that's fine. I am not a visual, in a visual industry, so it's fine. I always share mine to my feed to help it get more views. Right here, your cover image, just make sure that it's not like of you making a real weird face. My first reel that went kind of viral got 300,000 views. I didn't know that, and my face is like, looks like I'm being hit by a bus. Like my face is all wonky. Didn't know that you could change the cover photo. So if you want to just make sure you do that. And then down here, it's kind of hard to see it there. You can either share it right then or you can save it as a draft. I save a lot as a draft. Fair warning, if you log out of Instagram, you will lose all your drafts. That happened to me a couple weeks ago. I had a whole bunch filmed and I didn't cry about it. I am not a 35-year-old woman who cried about the fact that my videos got deleted. But so just be aware that that could happen if you, not if you like close the app, but if you log out, you will lose all your real drafts.
I'm a 34-year-old man and I would cry.
I did. So good. I did tell a lot of people about it. I did try and garner a lot of sympathy, but I did not cry. Okay, so here's some ideas for reels for your business. Not limited to, I'm going to show you some reels here in a minute, the businesses that I follow, that these all captured my attention. I would say find some businesses that you think that you like and just kind of watch what they do. You don't have to dance in your reels. There's a lot of people dancing in their reels. I have never danced in a reel. It ain't me. If it's not you, don't do it. Find what works for you and do it. Again, what you want to do is you want people to look at this, to look at your reel and say, I want to know more about them. So answer a question, do a quick how-to. Behind the scenes, before I got here today, I watched a 60-second reel of a business I follow. They moved into a new warehouse and they were setting up their product wall. And you better believe I sat there for 60 seconds and watched them do it. Paused it a few times because I wanted to see what was on the wall. So behind the scenes makes people feel more engaged with your business. They feel like they know you. And we all know people buy people, they don't buy products. So if they know you, they're going to want to engage with you more. And that in turn will turn to engage with your business more. Okay, so here's some reels from some businesses that I love. The first one is Honeymark. They are a swimsuit company, a women's swimsuit company. So here we go. That's what caught my eye. She didn't tell me we sell swim rompers. She said, here's a problem you have, and here's how our company fixes it. That's why I caught that one. The audio was entertaining. It caught my attention when I was scrolling. She's super cute. She's a professional dancer who now has this swimsuit company. Honeymark, write that down because their swimsuits are adorable. Anyway, if you have kids and you play in splash pads, you need the swim romper. Anyway, moving on. So that is one. She dances a lot in her videos. Well, she's a professional dancer. It makes sense. Also, she is showing you that her swimsuits are good, that she feels comfortable dancing in her swimsuits on the internet and not being exposed. That's her whole thing. So she found what works for her and she goes with it. This next one is Glow Clean Co. If you did not find them in quarantine, you are behind the 2 million people who did find them in quarantine. They grew their account in 2020 from, were they at 10,000 to over 2 million? They clean houses and they post reels of them cleaning houses. So the great thing about this one, if you don't want your face on camera, if you're not comfortable with that, this reel has over 18,000 likes and over 1 million plays, and they're cleaning a grill. So there you go. They actually, these were stories that they got a lot of engagement on, so they repurposed them into a reel. That is another super smart thing. If you don't know, like, what am I going to post as a reel? Go back and look at some of your content that did really well, that you got a lot of engagement on, that people were really interested in. Repurpose that into a reel somehow. She literally took video that she had taken, put some music over it, 1.some million views. Again, she's got 2 million followers, so it's a little bit easier for her to get to 1 million views. But all of their reels have that many. Yeah.
Quick question, if you're doing something like that.
Mhm.
I know on TikTok, when I pull up the sounds, if I use like suggested sounds that it wants me to use that are more trending on top of my video, when I'm in the editing mode, that those videos do better. Is Instagram the same way? Is it better to go off of suggested sounds?
You certainly can. Using a trending sound does not guarantee that you're going to get more views, but it doesn't hurt your chances. There's, well, I don't have it on here, but if you follow me, Lesley_AB, real quick plug there. The song Fancy Like by, is it Hunter Hayes, Walker Hayes? Walker Hayes, I don't know if you've heard it. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's. That was trending. Every other reel I watched was that. I'm not going to do that dance because I'm not a dancer. So I'm not going to do the dance, but I used that audio over a reel of me. I do a blenderized diet for my daughter. So it was food making day. I make 16 days of food at one time. I used that audio because I knew it was trending and I knew people like the song. So they typically will stay on your reel just to listen to the song. So I did that. I just posted it yesterday. So I don't have, I don't know where it's at yet. Let me look here. It's at 2,000 views. Yeah, it may take off later. It may help. It won't, it will not hurt.
What kind of permissions do you have to use that music? I mean, because there's ASCAP, PMI, and royalties and all that kind of stuff. And if you're using a popular artist's music, how does that play into that?
It is on the Instagram library. So if you are using it through, if you are finding your audio through that Instagram library, they have already paid what they need to pay. If you upload it in through another app, it might get a little sticky.
So like if you download your reel or somehow save it and then upload it to YouTube, you probably would get some sort of copyright infringement.
Correct.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll, like on TikTok, they'll just pull your sound and the audio's not there.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
And you
But-
try to style the video.
Right.
But when you're using the platform to post from the content from said platform, then you're okay. And generally also I noticed, obviously, Facebook owns Instagram, so Instagram and Facebook are kind of viewed as the same. So you're not gonna have any problems on Facebook with an Instagram reel, but at least that I've seen.
And then this last one, I really love this lady. Her Instagram handle is Miss Excel. She quit her job and does Excel tutorials on Instagram, and this is her full-time job now. So let's watch her. Okay, so did you catch everything you were supposed to do in that reel to join?
She's distracted, yes.
Okay, so what are you gonna have to do? You're gonna have to watch it again.
Go to the captions.
Go to the captions. You're gonna have to save that one to come back to when you're like, oh yeah, that girl was talking about that. I'm gonna save this because I know I gotta work on an Excel spreadsheet later. Genius. You're gonna watch it once because she's dancing. You're gonna watch it again because you're like, wait, I didn't see what she was doing up there. You're gonna watch it again because you're like, hang on, I missed something somewhere. Then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna save this because I know I'm gonna have this issue. And you can, when you save things, right down here, these 3 dots, I wish I could do this. When you click on that, there will come up options that you can do. Save reel is one of them. So you're gonna save that to come back to. Anyway, she's fantastic. I've saved a lot of her videos just because she does super simple hacks like that for Excel that you use once every 2 years that you can't remember, but she's got them right there. Okay, so some tips and tricks. Keep it related to your niche. Like I said, my one that went super viral, 1.4 million, was not related to that. It was me talking about my husband's schedule changing, and because he's a police officer. So I gained a ton of followers. And then guess what? They were like, oh, she's talking about special needs mom stuff. I thought she was going to talk about police wife stuff. I'm out of here. So if all of your reels are related to your business, to the industry that you want people to follow you in, it doesn't matter which one goes viral because it's all going to be the customer you want to reach. Use trending sounds. I told you how to do that. With that being said, listen to the sound you're using. There was one reel, there's actually been 2 that have gone super viral, these sounds, and they are songs. One, there's music, there's like it's a song, just like a regular song. And they are singing and it's music, and then it stops, and then there's like really, like several like really hard beats. Yeah, so people were doing like outfit changes to it, like really cool transitions. They were super cool. However, these songs talking about a man and a woman having relations and the woman putting certain body parts of the man into her mouth, okay? So that's what the song says. Clearly, if you listen to it, you're like, what did he just say? There's videos of moms and their kids doing outfit changes to this song. Just be aware. Just listen to it. There's another Eminem song. If you're not familiar with Eminem, most of his lyrics pretty raunchy. There's a real raunchy song that he does, and people miss because they only listen to that real quick 6-second clip. They didn't realize what he was doing in the song at the time. It's filthy. So just be aware before you put that out there and you're trying to, especially
like,
the business.
it's one thing if your personal reels, do whatever you want, but for your business, obviously you need to pay attention. And like for the library, we don't do any reels that have any cooking at all. So like, we have to listen to it like I always like check it like multiple times, but yes, this one says.
Yeah, there's a few reels that I really want to do and just won't because there's a curse word in it. And me personally, I don't want to put that out there. I lead a special needs ministry at my church, and I don't want that to be my brand. I don't want to. So just listen. If you're like, well, I wonder what this is, Google the lyrics. You'll stop using a lot of the reel.
And since we have an influencer with us this morning, and she just mentioned the word brand, it's also important that if you have recruited people to be brand ambassadors for your brand, that you monitor what they're doing as well and make sure that their brand fits with your brand. So if there's something, for example, that your business won't do, a line you won't cross, you need to make sure that your people also are not crossing that line, if that makes sense.
Correct.
So.
I don't work with a lot of brands yet, but I will, hopefully. I do work with one that is an adaptive swimwear line for kids with special needs. I know that by looking at her Instagram, I kind of know what lines she will and will not cross. And so I'm like, well, if I want to be aligned with her, I'm not going to cross those on my page either. So don't be afraid to look silly. Here's the worst thing, not the worst thing. Here's a terrible thing you can do is if you're like going to do a full out reel, but you're not full out, people are going to be like, this is awkward and uncomfortable to watch. People are going to watch the ones that are entertaining. So be entertaining. Batch create. I know Natalie does this as well. Again, when you got a good hair day, you got a good face day, you got a good outfit day, you got good lighting, and you got some time, make 10, make 7 or 8. I have a list at home that my husband makes fun of me for, but it's cool. He's not an influencer. I am. I have it written down. And when like if I don't have time to create reels right then, what I will do is go into my library of saved audio, and I'll just write down the audio, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, what I wanted to do with that one is a hair tutorial for my daughter's, for when she's in her wheelchair and she's gonna go to therapy, I do her hair differently. I call it therapy hair. So that was a therapy hair reel. Oh yeah, that one I was gonna talk about what it's like to be at the doctor's office and something. And I just keep a real quick list. So when it's time for me to batch create, I can pull out that list and be like, yeah, this one looks good today. I'm gonna do those. Practice a few times, get comfortable. If you are lip syncing in the audio and you can't get that audio, slow it down, practice again. There are times when I watch and I'm like, oh, if you would have practiced that one more time, I feel like you would have had it, and then I would have watched this video 6 times. But practice, get comfortable. If you don't want to show your face, there's plenty of reels you can do. The next slide I'm going to show you is some creators to follow, and they give plenty of ideas of if you don't want to show your face. Keep your text easy to read. When you are aligning things, if you move it up, you will hit a blue square. Try and keep your text within that blue square, because when you're watching reels, you'll have the whole screen, but if it's in your feed, it's going to be inside that blue square. So if all your text is outside that blue square, if someone's watching the reel on their feed, they're going to be like, I don't get it, and scroll on.
Also, it's super obnoxious when the text is underneath the caption, or like, which it happens more on TikTok than Instagram, but like, I hate that. I'm like, I can't read what you wrote.
Yeah. So there's a blue square, guidelines. Try and keep all of your text within those guidelines. Okay, if you do not have access to all the music, switch your account from a business profile to a creator, a community, or an entrepreneur. I am currently a creator. That gives me full access to all music libraries and insights. So I know with business, you want to know your insights. If you switch to any of these accounts, you switch to community for the library.
Yeah, that's what opened up all our music.
And you still have insights and everything.
Because we're a business account, but then you can change the, hang on, I'll tell you guys, because it took me a while, and that was the clicking buttons till we found.
If you learn nothing today, learn that.
Yeah. So when you're in your business account and it has an edit profile button, then you click that. And then down here for category, like for the library, we selected community. But there's a whole bunch of different ones that you could choose. So it's still a business account, so we still have all the insights and everything that we need, but we got music finally, because that was the amount. I was creating some of my personal reels or TikToks and downloading it and then uploading it to the library one, which messes with the reach. So.
Okay, so these are some accounts that I follow specifically for reels. I also follow all 3 of those that I showed you earlier. I follow all of them because I like her swimsuits, I like cleaning videos, and I don't do a lot of Excel, but she's so entertaining. I want to do Excel. So Brock Johnson, he is an Instagram teacher, but he recently did 30 reels in 30 days and grew his account by like 100,000 followers in 30 days by posting 1 reel a day. And his are incredibly easy for other business owners to use his sounds and recreate off of that.
It was interesting with him too, because he did 30 reels in 30 days. And then he did a second month of it where he gave you the prompts.
Mhm.
So where he was like, okay, this is what I did, this is what you can do, and he gives all the ideas for it. And if I'm looking for inspiration, I just go scroll his reels, like he's got good stuff.
They're very easy to duplicate. Again, it's always been like, be yourself, be creative. Don't do what other people are doing, which is funny because in Reels and TikTok, you are recreating a lot of stuff that people are already doing. You're just putting your own spin on it. But the audio he uses, and then he gives tutorials of how he recorded that reel.
It's actually at Brock 11 Johnson.
Okay. Creators. That account is actually run by Instagram for creators. I follow that one because every week they do here's what's trending on Instagram. Here's how it's random creators that will do a tutorial of how they did their most viral reel, or they give you tons of ideas. They also do a live chat every, I don't know how often they do it, but they do it every so often with the head of Instagram. So like they ask him all their Instagram creator questions and then he replies straight from his mouth. So Insta Club Hub, is that the right handle for them? I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway,
Maybe.
Yes.
this is Brock Johnson does the Insta Club Hub, and the images I showed you earlier of the real algorithm that came from Insta Club Hub. So I've just learned a lot from these three of just like what's going on with Instagram, what's changing, what's new, what's coming up. Again, Instagram rewards early adopters. So if you know something's coming, if you're one of the first to jump on that trend, Instagram's going to push your stuff out to people further.
Well, and Brock Johnson was one of the first, like, he's one of the ones who made TikTok take off. Like, I remember like 2 or 3 years ago him talking about TikTok. And like, everybody was like, oh, this funny site where you dance. And like, he took everything he learned with that. And then when Reels came out, and he was just like,
yeah.
And it all, I mean, and a lot of the people on Instagram who are so influential, especially with Reels, started in TikTok. Like TikTok felt safer because nobody knew what it was or who it was. So they learned all this stuff on TikTok, and now they have like full-time jobs,
right,
just making fun content.
So follow people in your field, see what they're posting about, see what they're doing, what their reels are. Again, don't do them frame for frame, but just like, oh, they're posting about, well, this cleaning company. Oh, they just posted a reel of them cleaning a bathroom. Well, we have a really gross thing that we have to clean today too. Perfect. Do a reel of it. People will watch that. People like going from really gross to really clean. People will watch that. I am people. I will watch that all day long. And accounts that keep your attention. So again, I don't do a lot in Excel, but I follow Miss Excel because I feel like she keeps my attention. I want to know what she's doing. I follow along and see what she's doing and how you can translate that to your business. So, any questions?
There's some in the chat.
We can go back to Zoom and ask the end of it.
Okay. Sorry. Yep.
Oh, so sorry.
Well, there's a few that were direct. No,
Okay.
no. Normally we have another laptop in here where we're monitoring chats.
Can you share your reels to Facebook? You can, Janet. I'm trying to think. It depends on the music. Sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. If your page is like your business page is connected. So that's not super helpful. You can also download it from Instagram and then repost it, assuming the music lets you.
Sometimes I save my videos to my camera roll, and it'll save the video, but it won't save the audio, because it is Instagram specific, has the licensing. So if you have, if you leave the app, well, and you're gonna post it somewhere else, you don't have access to that music. I do save it to my camera roll and then move it, and then when I'm ready to upload it, I just add that back in from Instagram.
So we've talked a number of times across several years about the importance of creating content for the platform that you're using it on. I want to get your opinion on how Reels can be used cross-platform, or if you would recommend that, or what your thoughts are on that.
Sure. I feel, it's a great question, Kenny.
I know,
That's
right?
a really great question. Personally, I feel that TikTok works best on TikTok. Reels work best on Instagram. Facebook posts work best on Facebook. You can certainly cross post, but I feel like you're going to lose some of that. I know a lot of people, when they bring in their TikToks to a reel, the audio doesn't match, which is frustrating because they spend a lot of time making a really great video, but their audio and their video doesn't line up anymore, which that's frustrating if you're trying to do something on beat and it looks unprofessional. It looks like you didn't even try, you know? So it's going to be optimized for the platform you're on. You can share your reels to Facebook. You may not get the music, which is it worth it then? Because, you know, a lot of the draw for a reel is the audio. So if you don't have the audio, it's not going to be as effective. I think, and they do this on purpose. I think that app creators do this on purpose. They want you on their app. They want you to stay on their app. So they're going to optimize everything for their app. Personally, I feel like you put your TikToks on TikTok, you put your reels on Instagram, and you do your Facebook content differently because different people are using those apps. I'm not a big Facebook user. I'm a big Instagram user. So you're going to have different people that you reach on each of those apps. So I feel like keeping the content suited for that app is the best.
A lot of times like we've done reels for the library and then put them on our Facebook page because our audience is more on Facebook. They're not as much on Instagram. And the humor doesn't translate. Like a lot of people don't, like things that are trending on TikTok and Instagram, our Facebook audience, like they'll like it or whatever, but it doesn't get the same pull.
I have noticed that too, that it's a different customer base on each app. And I have reposted, I don't know if I've reposted one reel or I did something and like Instagram was like, this is hilarious. This is so funny. Everybody was cracking up. So I was like, well, hey, let's see what it does on Facebook. Facebook was like, you look really pretty today. Oh, that, and I'm like, no, like what I want you to see is, okay. So like, they just missed the whole point of it. They were like, oh, that's a cute thing you did there. And because it's a different audience, it's a different group of people there.
And I'm glad that you took a minute and my question caught you off guard. I did not prep her clearly for that answer. But it is, I feel like I almost need to like look into the camera when I say this. If you want to grow your brand on social media, and in 2021, you no longer can answer that question in any other way than, yes, of course I do. It's no longer okay to just have somebody wear this hat for a 15th of their job. You must find somebody to take on the responsibility of growing your brand on social media. We've been living this life for multiple decades. Social media isn't going anywhere. And so it is a valid marketing avenue. And I would highly recommend that you bring somebody, for the record, as a contracted agency, somebody in-house to do this.
I just got a idea of that.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a good one. Any other questions? Do I need to check the chat here?
Well, I would say if you guys have questions, if you just want to ask them, some of them are. And we will, we recorded this, I think, actually, we recorded this.
We did.
So the chamber will share the presentation on their YouTube usually. Ashley's on vacation, so she has graciously agreed to join us virtually via vacation.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley. But then if you're okay, then we can also share the PowerPoint.
Sure.
And then just make sure you join the Facebook group and we'll put it in there.
Yeah, that's also a great place to ask any questions or give any answers that you've come across. So definitely be sure to join the Chamber Social Media Forum Facebook group.
And again, thank you for letting me come today. This was a lot of fun. My Instagram handle is @Lesley, LESLEY_AB. And listen, my first reels, I was just learning, okay? It's okay to post your first reels that are not great, okay? So don't judge me on those first ones.
I feel like
There you go.
like going back down memory lane, like 5 years ago, I was like, hey, Lesley, I'm gonna share a list of people I follow that do Instagram really well. I wanna add you to the list. And you were like, tell me what it is so I can make my profile not private anymore.
Right.
So that people here could follow her before she made it private again.
Right, I did. So, anyway, if you have any questions, you can contact me. You can find me on Instagram, or I'm in that Facebook group too, so I can kind of hang out there for a couple days there too. Thank you.
Leslie.
Thank you.
Okay, so next month we are going to be talking about the right way to do Facebook events / with the holidays coming up. We always feel like we do the holiday stuff in like October and November and it's too late. So this year we're gonna tackle a little bit of holiday stuff in September as well as Facebook events because we see a lot of people who are not doing them correctly. So we were like, let's fix that. So that'll be our topic next month. All right. We'll see you guys later. Wait, I want Lesley to read that chat. Okay,
Thank you, guys.
thanks, Ashley.